Hello, 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 hello. I want to come on and talk to you concerning the Happy Student Rock Show that we have ready to come on the Daily Gospel Network. We've done a couple of tapings, um, but we're coming on later with the original module, the way we want to look, and we want you to know why we are coming on, because we have a word, we have a message, we have a product, we have something to say that's significant. Actually, what we want to do, what we're doing, we're calling parents, teachers, and preachers to come down out of those bleachers, down on the training field. We've got to get real. We know the deal. Everyone's got the yield. We got the yield to encouragement instead of fault finding. We got the yield to actually appreciating one another and appreciating our youth, because what I realize is that they are wiser in their generation. I say in their generation now than we are in ours. If only for one reason: they have better tools, they have greater tools, they have greater outreach, they have more knowledge, not necessarily more wisdom. They have a great avenues to the wisdom of God. So there's a step by step process. There's knowledge, it's free. Understanding is not free. We've got to spend all midnight oil. We got to, those of you that are teachers, preachers, parents, you realize that we have to spend time acquiring knowledge, and the wisdom of God is for the children of God, for the ones who seek after wisdom. Our show is about you, about us, I must say, that we who have a message, we who have a word, we who have a product, we have something to share that's beneficial to the entire community. Specifically, we're targeting on our radio show, even though we've got access to the whole world because it's an internet show, and we're on three channels of the Daily Gospel Network. Um, we are targeting our area here in the Georgia, Carolina area, and we really want to partner with you. We want you to come on, those of you that can, and share through interview. What are your thoughts concerning what's happening, what it is that you are trying to do, that God has given you to do, that purpose, that passion, that God has given you to share with others. And we want to give you an opportunity to join us as we have already joined you. I graduated from high school many years ago, and I said many years ago like that because it seems like it was longer than it was. We're doing the separate but equal, before the schools actually joined, and many of us lost our high schools. It seemed, but we didn't lose our school. It seems that we lost our high school. We 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 found our community, and that community is the backbone of the eloquence and the integrity, um, and the moral fiber that we want our children to have. The first thing that we must become is a happy student, a blessed disciple. I mean, look, um, I'm remembering some of the words that were given that our grandson, on our happy student, song, and he says, "I was a child for a while, but I found it prudent to become a happy student, because the child left alone too long after leaving home, excusing the golden rule, is a fool up in school. It's never cool to be a bully. A bully is a fool up in school." So it's never cool to be a bully. A bully is a fool up in school. And normally what happens is that they leave home without be founded in that we must do unto others as we would have them. Something, the golden rule. That's why it's called the golden rule. And they are ill-equipped to learn from their teacher because many times they didn't have their first teacher at home. So teachers got to keep that in mind. They didn't have their first teacher at home, so they think their teacher is trying to be their teacher, when their teacher is trying to further their education and what they know through acquiring knowledge of the way things work in this world. And they have patience. They have to have patience to do that. It doesn't happen overnight. And so that's what our show is about. Our show is about your word, your message, your product, your passion, your purpose, your potential, your consistent imagination that rules out limitation. When we join together, there's no limit. There's nothing that we can't do. Those that believe. When we believe in one another and have a willingness to work with one another, there's nothing impossible for us to do. And so that's where we want to start. And we're beginning now releasing this entity on RegQ and on Apple TV and the network, the Daily Gospel Network. We're on 3 channels, and we're on 3 times a week. And then we're gonna release it also on social media, on YouTube. And so when you come on, when you join with us, everywhere we go, you go. And we really appreciate you for that. We thank God for this opportunity. At present, we're working with the founder and the teacher, or the maestro of Daily Gospel Network, George Sanders. We thank God to have an opportunity to work with him personally, at least this month. He's helping us equip ourselves wherein that we can do the job professionally and effectiveness. And we thank God for the opportunity to share that with you this morning. Daily Gospel Network. We're going forth. Amen. Thank you.
Tune in to the Happy Student Rock Show with your host, Cornell Harris, the rapping granddaddy on the Daily Gospel Network. Join us as we empower students everywhere to become smarter, more confident, and better human beings. Each week, we'll explore and find new ways to build fearless leaders for the future. This is your opportunity to join us as we create the Happy Student. Catch the Happy Student Rock Show with host Cornell Harris, the rapping granddaddy on the Daily Gospel Network.